We are level on points with Spurs with 27 games played, and with United having a game in hand, they could possibly be 3 points behind ourselves and Spurs. It is proving to be a very tight title race this season, but we're not going to be focusing on the league in today's episode, my friends, as we will be playing our league rivals Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup 5th round, followed by the first leg of the Champions League against Juventus away from home. So we are going to be looking to get some away goals out in Turin. Let's get these two big games underway. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 78 of the Saving Swans series. And the two league games you missed out on were Watford and Crystal Palace. A 2-0 win over Watford with Girigori and Aradori grabbing the goals, and a 3-0 win over Crystal Palace, Yomar Diego and a rare Marcus Llorente goal getting the third for us. But as we mentioned in the intro, these are the two games coming up today. Spurs in the FA Cup 5th round at home, followed by Juventus away in the Champions League. So we've got to be very careful of how we rotate our team, as we're going to be having two important games in the space of 4 days? So we've got to be very careful of how we lay this out. So the tactics for the Spurs game is going to be Timo Horn in goals, Johnson, Cabrera, Lascelles and Target at the back. None of our first choice defenders are playing in this game. It's a risk, but I'd rather focus on the Champions League than the FA Cup, as we have won the FA Cup 2 years in a row. So we don't have to prove ourselves in the FA Cup. Pineda, Zachary, Paul and Diego in the middle, a very strong midfield. Correa in the attacking mid, and Aradori and Mbolo are up front. So it is a very much rotated team to our first strength, but this is good that we have strength in numbers. So let's have a look at the team they've got. They've got Chebanov, they've got Joe Gomez, Emerson, Keita Balder, Sterling plays, Harry Kane's playing. So Spurs do have a very strong team out in this FA Cup 5th round. But let's get the game underway. As I say, I'd rather focus on the Champions League than the FA Cup, as we have won the FA Cup 2 years running, so we don't have to prove ourselves there. So if we do go out against Spurs, it's not the end of the world, but it's the fact that they are our title rivals. They are the team that's up at the top of the league with us. So I would like to get one over them, just to show that, we are gunning for the league. Aradori's in the box. Should have buried it there, Aradori. He's had a good season, Aradori, first season. I don't know, we haven't seen much of him on camera, but he's had a decent season. He's a very much a solid stand-in for Yomar. And Vieto gets the first goal for Spurs, but it is ruled out for offside. So Aradori, he's a very good player, to be fair to him. He's done alright this season. Correa with a cross out to Diego outside the box. Makes his way to the byline. Tries to cross it for Mbolo. Over the bar from Swansea. And we are threatening Spurs' goal. They haven't had a shot on target yet, barring the offside goal that didn't count. So I think we're going to check out an encourage, but we do have a highlight. Cabrera to Correa. Is he going to pass the ball? He does. Finds Pineda to Aradori. Holds the ball up. He's going to try and find someone. He does find Correa. Zachary Paul. He's going to find Shelby Johnson on the wing. Johnson crosses it in for Aradori. Over the bar. We're getting the chances. We're just not burying them away, though. And I can almost sense the Spurs counter-attack. But Mbolo on the ball. That's a poor shot from Mbolo. I think Girigori has definitely taken Mbolo's place as our first choice advanced forward. But Aradori finds Shelby Johnson again. That's a good pair of them too. That's unlucky from Angel Correa. We did buy Angel Correa from Spurs as it goes, so it'll be nice for him to get a goal against his former club. Vieto outside the box. It's deflected. And I almost called it. No, it's offside. Spurs have had 2 goals ruled out for offside in this game. As much as we've had all the chances, Spurs have looked the more dangerous team. So I'm going to throw out a passionate, we've been the better team. Keep doing what you've been doing. I wouldn't necessarily agree that we're the better team, but we've had all the shots and all the chances. But anybody underperforming? Mbolo and Aradori are both on a 6.4. So I think we are going to bring on the main man himself, Orlando Girigori, to grab us a goal. Mbolo's going to be the man to make way. And I'm thinking getting to the point now with Mbolo where if I do get an offer from him in the summer, I probably let him go for anywhere up to 80 mil. Because, I mean, I don't know what's gone on with him this season. He's just declined a little bit this season. He hasn't been the same player as he would normally be. He hasn't been banging as many goals. I mean, when Girigori's been in the side, he bangs in goals for fun. But Mbolo, not so much. We'll have a look, 75 minutes. We'll see. We'll make another change here. I'm worried about Aradori. He's only on a 6.3. But I don't really have anyone to bring off for him. So I think what we'll do, we'll mix up the formation a bit. We'll move Girigori up to advanced forward. We'll make him a complete forward on attack. Can Aradori play Raumdeuter? Not really. But we'll bring on Jose as a Raumdeuter. Correa can go on the left-hand side. Everybody else seems to pretty much stay the same. And we're going to go on control. Because I think we have been retaining possession. We have. So we're going to move to a DM position. I wouldn't want to replay if I'm honest with you. But Gelson Martins for Spurs. Crosses it in. Off the crossbar. Bounces back to Vieto. And he does grab the goal. To be fair, Spurs, they've had 2 goals ruled out for offside. We've had a lot of chances, just haven't put them away. So it's almost like karma that they do grab a goal. Gelson crosses it in. It is fortunate because it bounced off the top of the crossbar and it comes straight back to him and it's a goal. But we're going to go attacking. I don't think we can make one more sub. We'll bring off... Who can we bring on, really? We'll bring on Miron on for Diego. In that deep line playmaker role. And it does look like we are going to be crashing out to the FA Cup at the 5th round. To our title rival Spurs. Pineda. Oh, what a wild shot. And to make matters worse, I've just seen that Girigori's picked up a knock as well. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this game. Pulvers was disappointing. How long is Girigori out for? We do lose 1-0 to Spurs. We do lose in the FA Cup. So our 2-year run in the FA Cup is over. He's only out for 2 days. But the Juventus game is in 3 days' time. Is he going to be fit for Juventus? We'll find out in a moment. Changes have been made to the team from the FA Cup game against Spurs. Milagres comes in for a rare Champions League appearance. Timo Horn's normally our cup goalkeeper, but I thought I'd give Milagres a run out today. Trent, Boning, Arthur come back in the team. Luke Nart still isn't fit, so Target's going to be the left back in today. We're going for the DM formation, so Zachary Paul's going to fit into his natural DM position. Pineda retains his place as Mazzella. Fabio De Luca comes in as the deep line playmaker. Mbolo's the Raumdeuter. Correa's the inside forward on the left wing. And Yomar's going to be the striker playing today. Girigori is fit enough to make the bench, so we might bring him on if we need to, or if Yomar is underperforming. So it is Juventus away from home. It looks like they got a very strong team. We got Morata to worry about, Fred, Laporte, Chesney still in goal for them. And they are going for an advanced playmaker. So hopefully Zachary Paul's going to neutralise that threat. We're going to encourage the team. And it is Juventus, who we do have history against. We did play them in our first ever Champions League campaign. And we did beat them home and away. So that's hopefully a good omen going into this game. But that was 2 seasons ago, possibly 3 seasons ago now. Both teams have changed a lot since then. We can't take that for granted. I'm just hoping we can come away without conceding too many goals. If we can grab an away goal, even better, as we can take it back to the Liberty Stadium and get the win that we need to get to the quarterfinals. But Mbolo finds Yomar on the wing, crosses it in for Correa, but he doesn't get there. Pineda passes it to De Luca in the middle, passes it back to Pineda, who's going to make the run to that left-hand side, crosses it in, safe hands from Chesney. The highlight continues. So that wasn't the main highlight. There's one after this one. Hopefully it's one for us. But Laporte to Mendy. So Juventus look to be playing it from the back. Fred for Juventus. They're retaining the ball. But Correa does intercept. Long ball to Yomar. He's one-on-one. Yomar. He's not so hot on those one-on-ones as Yomar. It takes him off 3 one-on-ones to get the chance to score. That's the only thing I don't like about Yomar. He is a very good goal scorer. He's got 22 goals for us this season. So he can't be that bad. But we are going into half-time, 0-0. We've only had 2 shots on target. 2 shots in the whole game. But we have limited Juventus to 2 as well. So it's not the end of the world. We appreciate their efforts. We'll give the team the second half because we have to remember it is away from home. We don't want to, we want to score. We want to get the away goal is what we want. Because if we can take the away goal to the Liberty, that'll be a big help. Yomar's on a 6.3, so I am going to sub him off. And I am going to bring Girigori on for him to hopefully get a better performance out of him. Zachary Paul's on 73, but I'm going to leave him on for now as they don't really have anybody else that can play ball winning midfield as a DM. We're going to encourage the team. I'm just hoping that Girigori can do a little bit better than Yomar. But 75 minutes, it's still 0-0. Nothing much to write home about. And Girigori's picked up another knock. It's a bruised shin this time. Oh, we don't need an injury crisis for our best striker at the moment. He's been banging in the goals for fun recently. But Arthur wins the ball back. I'm just hoping it's nothing serious. I mean, to be fair, we do have Yomar, we do have Aradori, we do have Embolo, one-on-one, and Embolo gets the goal. It's a pass from Girigori. And just as I was slagging off Breel Embolo in the last game, he turns up today, and that could be a massive goal to get us into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Lovely ball from Girigori. And Bolo's one-on-one. Nutmegs the goalkeeper. And we are 1-0 up. I'm going to make some changes as we've only made one change. Girigori's fine. He's not too bad. I want to bring Correa off, but there's no one else I can really bring on. We'll bring on Marco Rog. Yeah, Marco Rog's going to be a ball-winning midfielder. Can he do anything else? Not really. You have to do a job for us, Marco Rog. I know it's not your natural position, but you have to do a job for us. Anybody else? Breel Embolo's looking a bit tired. Correa's looking a bit tired. Is there anybody I can bring on for him? Not really. Everybody else is not quite suited. We'll bring on Almiron, because why not at this point? I don't think it really matters. 84 minutes in. De Luca crosses it in. Cleared by Pjanic. Pineda is going to pick that up, though. He does find De Luca again. De Luca finds Almiron, just come on, squares it for Embolo. It's 2-0 to Swansea. Almiron the sub, squares it for Embolo. So you know what I was saying about Embolo, and he's only doesn't score many goals this season, and I'd sell him. Starting to change my mind a bit. Almiron squares it for Embolo. It's a brilliant finish. Fair play to Embolo. 2-0 away from home. That's a fantastic result. This is exactly what we needed. 89 minutes. We've still got another 4 minutes of injury time to go. Trent finds Embolo. Girigori finds Marco Rog. Finds Almiron. Both players in unnatural positions. Girigori grabs the third. And we went into 80 minutes 0-0. In 10 minutes, we've scored 3 goals. Girigori grabs the third. The main man. Arguably our best striker at the club at the moment. But Almiron finds Girigori. And Girigori's not going to miss from there. It's 3-0 to Swansea against Juventus. Away from home. As long as we don't catastrophically... I can't even say the word. Catastrophically. That's definitely not a word. Mess it up at the Liberty. We should be looking at a quarter-final place in the Champions League. But the game's still going. Mendy crosses it in. And Milagres saves it. See, the highlights are still coming. See, we've saved it for the last 10 minutes of the game. Dolberg does get one back for Juventus. 4 goals in 13 minutes. I just hope that nobody's gone home early in this game, because otherwise you would have missed 4 goals. But Bustos crosses it in for Dolberg. Trent was a little bit sleeping there. But 3-1's fine. I mean, I would have taken 3-1 at the start of the game, so I'm not particularly worried about conceding that late goal. But Trent finds De Luca, 19 long shots, doesn't even shoot. To be fair though, he's a deep line playmaker, so I don't really think they do shoot. I might have to think about tweaking the tactics whenever I play De Luca to take advantage of that 19 long shots that he has. But we're passing the ball along the back. Almiron's holding it up. It's a poor ball from him. Morata, brilliant slide by Arthur. Kasper Dolberg finds Torres. It's a tackle from Marco Rog. The man, he's not even a DM, but he's making those tackles. That's how dedicated he is to the team. But it is full time. It's 3-1 to Swansea. We do get the 3 away goals. It was a good performance from the team. I would have bitten your hand off for that result before the game. We'll save just to make sure that does get saved in. And there we are. So look at that. Embolo scored in the 83rd and 85th minute. Chiragui scored in the 90th minute. And Dolberg scored in the 94th minute. So 4 goals in about 10 minutes. But superior finishing provides the cutting edge for Swansea. Again, Chiragui's only out for 3 days. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. It looks like that Nathan Evans didn't score, but he scored 16 goals for Stoke this season. Get in there, Nathan Evans. I'm going to praise Embolo's performance. And Barcelona is still sniffing around Fabio De Luca. So that is going to put us in a good footing for the Champions League. We do lose against Spurs, which is our first loss in the league since well, not in the league, but first loss, I should say, since Man City in October. So we've been on a massive unbeaten run, stretching all those games. So fair play to the boys. They've done well. If we don't win the league this season, Spurs must be having an equally good season as us, that they're on level points. I think, to be honest, it was the start. It was these, well, not the Man United game, but these games here. We picked up 3 draws. Arsenal, Liverpool, Watford, and then Bournemouth and Spurs as well. So, there we are. But, my friends, enough babbling. Next episode, we're going to come straight back for the Carabao Cup final against Man United. It's a rematch from last season. We're a different team than we were last year. We've got some new players. Can we pick up the Carabao Cup to add to our trophy cabinet? We've won 2 FA Cups. We've won the Community Shield this season. We won't be winning the 3rd FA Cup because we got knocked out in this episode. But can we beat Man United? We'll also play West Ham in the league as well, because we might as well, as it is the episode, well, the game next to it. So we will play 2 games in the next episode. But my friends, can we win another trophy? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. We upload Saving Swans every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 PM GMT. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2018 goodness. And hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.